Damn, dude!
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude Podcast.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
This is the show where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
This show exists to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on the context and perspectives we have in life via having some open and real-ass conversations. Authenticity is the name of the game, and that's what the fuck we do over here. And welcome to the show, you guys. This is Season 2, Episode 81. And the reason I really believe in adding more context and perspectives to life is because I believe that the more access we have to different contexts and perspectives, the easier and funner and doper life is. Like, it's just easier to navigate. It's easier to understand shit. It's easier to understand why people do what they do. It's easier to understand why we do what we do, etc. You know what I'm saying? So, welcome, everybody. I'm your host, California Cal, and I'm just some fucking regular ass dude, but I have unique experiences and perspectives on shit, and I have the ability to take complex emotional shit or deep shit or whatever and simplify it in a way that makes it make a lot of sense. I feel like that's a part of my gift in this lifetime. Aside from teaching babies how to swim and helping adults overcome lifelong fear in the water, I can simplify in a way that fucking make shit make sense for a lot of people. So it's basically like I've used my roadmap to kind of like share for others and like define different things in life that helped me not kill myself. Different little tricks that helped me go from wanting to kill myself constantly to being somebody who's grateful on a daily basis. And like I said, I'm just some regular ass dude, but I have figured out how to navigate through some pretty gnarly shit with a decent level of emotional intelligence. And that's the part that a lot of people aren't fucking talking about in life is like, how do we access our emotional intelligence in a way that's real and actually applicable? And I believe that if we have different perspectives and contexts, then we in turn have the ability to perceive things different. We have a different context on life, a different perspective on it. And when we have that, dude, like, you can now have the option to choose, because when you understand that there's more than one option to a situation, like there's more than one way to look at it, there's more than one way to skin a cat, there's more than one way to swing a bat, there's more than one way to bust a gat, there's more than one way to slang some crack. There's more than one way to wipe your crack. There's more than one way to do a jumping jack. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck? Anyways. No, but like, we aren't taught emotional intelligence. We're kind of just like, well, sorry, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of us are blessed to grow up with emotional intelligence. Some of us aren't. Some of us are blessed to like understand it and take it on. Some of us are blessed to have it as a natural ability. Some of us are blessed to be able to like take it on and learn it. And I feel like in my experience, in my perspective, like the more hardship that you go through, the more context and perspective you have in life. And it's like, all the people that I know that have gone through some serious shit in life, including myself, kind of are more at peace in life as we get older. And I feel like that's due to just having different contexts. Like, if you've been to jail or you've had close friends or family or whoever has been to jail, and like you really know the effects of having somebody you love go to jail, or you've been, after that, like, you guys have a whole different understanding of life and freedom and the streets and relationships and all of that. You know what I mean? Like, there was a while where my best friends were locked up, and it was just like, it fucking sucked, dude. Like, two of my best friends were locked up for like quite a while, and I'm just out in the streets like, fuck, dude. Like, the times I wasn't with them, I felt so sketchy because, like, they were the downest and they knew how to fight and all of that. And they had my back and they had respect and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I had my own and I could hold my own. But at the same time, it's like when your two main homies aren't there, like that shit, it could get scary when you're in like basically like war territory type shit. You know what I mean? Like people are trying to fight you and hurt you all the time. People are getting jumped and all this sorts of shit. And I look at all the crazy shit that I've been through and I've seen people and my friends and whoever go through, and all the people with the most crazy life experience tend to have a greater perspective and understanding on life due to those experiences. You know what I mean? Like something, it's like, because that experience, you now have experience and you're now like a more well-versed human being. And that's dope, right? Like that's cool. I think that's what's so cool about traveling and going new places and stuff like that, is like it changes who you are in a good way. No, I shouldn't say it changes. I should say it enhances who we are in a good way if you let it. You know what I'm saying? If you're somebody who's of growth and betterment in general, then all your life experiences are going to equal that. But the thing is like, I think something that's important is to like set ourselves up for lessons before life forces them upon us.
Damn, dude.
So what I mean by that is like, I don't know. You could take this on in different ways. I guess it depends where you're at in your life. Like I'm trying to think where this applies in my life right now. I guess I have to think about it. But thinking back, there was a time when I sold all my shit. My family, we sold all of our stuff so we could show our son, dude, like you can live in paradise. You don't have to be old and rich and retired. You don't have to be whatever. Like you can live where you want, when you want, how you want. Like if you so truly, truly, truly believe and choose to. And so I'm like, look, so we sold all of our stuff, sold all of our belongings, moved to Hawaii, lived in paradise, ate bomb ass food, did fun ass shit all the time. And it was quite fucking incredible. And for me as an adult, not only being an example for my kid, but living my own life too, is like, dude, all right, I can, like a real hustler can go broke and make it back twice and double it up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, if I go broke, you know, monetarily and physical item wise, if I get rid of all my belongings and I fucking smash out and I go live in paradise and just fucking spend it all up. And I was making money out there too. It wasn't like legit ass money, but I was making money, you know, enough to like eat and stuff. But, whatchamacallit, fucking being out there, I was like, okay, I see how I can come back and I can reinvent myself. You know what I'm saying? Like a real hustler can make it back twice. And it's like, all right, I'm still figuring out how to do this. And at the same time, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with that. So something that's interesting, what that leads me to is like, when we are out to create ourselves in life and we're out to like get the things that we want in life, we set like, and I'm kind of taking this topic from Ed Milet's book, The Power of One More. Phenomenal book, by the way. I'm like a little more than halfway done so far. The book is fucking sick as fuck. I highly recommend it for everybody. Really, really fucking sick. But there's a part where he talks about your goals versus your standards and how a lot of us confuse our goals and our standards as the same thing, or we overlap them, or we don't distinguish the two. And it took a long time for my brain to even wrap around these words, my goals versus my standards. I'm like, what does that even mean? So like, I'm like putting this in my own interpretation. Like our goals is the big vision. It's the long-term big vision. It's what it's like I'll give examples. So like for me, one of the first things I ever really did that with was, I did it with a few things. Like I did it with selling candy bars to go on a trip to San Francisco. I did it with like getting a modded chipped PlayStation with all the games I wanted. I did it with, but like the thing I really, really did it with, where like the real power of it came in, was with my quad. My first motorcycle I ever bought. It was the first brand new anything in my family not the first, the second, actually. It was the second brand new anything that's ever been purchased in my family. And like car or dirt or motorcycle was at the time. And I had this vision of this quad for so long, for maybe like, I guess it wasn't that long. It was maybe like a year and a half. And I was like, I would just wake up, I would picture it every day. I would think about it. I would have fucking pictures of it everywhere. I had a whole list of all the parts that I wanted for it written out with the price for everything. And just every day, like my goal was to have this quad with all these parts on it, right? So that was my goal. But the thing is like, in order for me to reach that goal, my standards have to be in alignment with obtaining that goal. And if my goals and my standards aren't aligned, then I'm not going to get there. So basically, I interpret like my standards as what I do on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if my standard is in alignment with my goal, so if what I do on a daily basis is in alignment with my grand dream, if it's a drop in the bucket, so to say, every day, I'm working towards that bucket. And what seemingly seems to happen in life, which is a trip, is like once you really start focusing in and honing in on exactly what it is that you want out of life, like exactly specifically, like you get it, and then it comes like twice as fast as you envisioned it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seems to work that way for some reason. And that was the case with my quad. It was like, it just boom. There was like there was enough magic in the fucking world that made it come twice as fast as planned. And I'm just like, fuck, okay, this is crazy, you know, like wow. But it's like, I'm down, you know what I mean? Like, this is fucking cool. So like, I think what's interesting is, so let's say for my quad, like people can help me get to people can help me get to my goal, not by the vision and view of my goal ultimately, but more so that plus my daily standard of getting to that goal. So like literally every day I was like, I'm going to make money in some way, shape, or form so I can get this quad. So every day I was doing something, I was working towards it. Or if I had a day off or something, I was fucking writing parts lists. I was doing research. I was reading about them. I was looking them up. It's just nonstop, all about fucking my quad. At the time, it was a Yamaha. This was in 2004, maybe 2000. Yeah, it was like 2003, 2004. And I first heard, I wanted a Banshee originally. And I had my eyes dead set on a Banshee. I wanted a Banshee since I was a kid, actually. But then the YFZ 450 came out. And I saw that it was smoking Banshees. And I was like, what? Like, now they found out how to build Banshees even faster than, I mean, they have been. But Banshees, they can build them faster than a YFZ up a hill. But at the time, keep in mind, like, there's certain things that, like, are very era specific. And at that time, it made sense. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how, like, rap music and certain cuss words and profanity, like, at the time, it makes sense to say that. Like Snoop Dogg when he says, raising up out the cock. Like, they used to call vaginas cock. Like, not your dick cock. So it was backwards back in the day. Like, cockpit, I think, is what it was for. So, like, you see what I'm saying? It's like there's things you wouldn't say now that made sense back then. So that's what I'm saying. So at the time, YFZs were faster than Banshees, just kind of like in a general basis. And it is what it is. And it had electric start, and it didn't have a Kickstarter. And at the time, that was a big deal, because if you're like an old school desert head, you're like, oh, this motherfucker gotta have a goddamn Kickstarter. What am I gonna do if the motherfucking battery dies? Some bitch unreliable. Like, they're talking about shit from like the fucking like 80s and stuff. Like, yeah, an electric starter on something in the 80s was sometimes unreliable, but dude, no, this new tech, that quad never died on me once, dude. And I might have fucking kept the stock battery in for fucking like 8 years or whatever. I don't even know. I might have changed it once. But dude, like, so I had the quad. My goal was all these specific pieces on the quad. It wasn't even necessarily like in my vision and in my goal, it was like beyond the quad itself. It was like these little shiny pieces. It was the exhaust, it was the jet kit, it was the intake, the air filter, all the specifics, the color wheels I wanted, the type of tires I wanted, literally even like what color logo I wanted printed on the side of the tires. Like, I was on some crazy shit, dude. I had the sand tires and the dirt tires front and back. I had the rims I wanted with each of the tires I wanted. I had the fucking stickers I wanted. I had all the little pieces I wanted. It was like, that was my vision. But my standard of every day, all people saw me do was working for a quad. And these quads came out in 2004. I got me an 2005 in 2004. So it was like brand new, like beyond brand new. And I got this thing and I was just so fucking pumped, dude. But my point is that like, people can't help me with that overall picture. They can't help me with the goal, so to say, but they can help me with my daily standard due to my daily standard, which is kind of weird, right? It's like having two sides of a coin. It's like two sides of a coin equal different answers, but it's the same coin. You know what I'm saying? So that means like, essentially, it's all one and the same. So when I look back at like, okay, when people see me honoring my standard, they want to help honor that standard because that standard is in alignment with the goal. And that in turn creates some fucking crazy like support. And I realize I'm like, as I'm explaining this, I'm having so many different visions of where I'm in and out of that and where I do that and don't do that. And where it helps me and it hurts me when I do and don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a trip, dude. Like, I don't know. I think when we keep our vision, our goal, our vision too broad and not specific, it's like, oh, I just want this house. It's like, if you don't take the time to envision the inside, the furniture, the colors, the flooring, all, you know what I mean? Like all of that, then like you don't, it's harder for the universe to like cut out the other things that would get you closer to that. You know what I mean? Like if it's not specific, you're going to end up with whatever. And that's kind of a problem because that's not getting what you want. And when you don't know what you want, then how are you ever going to get what you want? And that's what my problem is right now. Is like, I don't really know what I want. Like I do, but I don't. Like I'm honing in on it, and I'm specifically getting there especially as I'm going through this fucking Ignite foundation program right now. Dude, I'm definitely like, it's definitely having me hone in on specifically what is it that you want. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, like I gotta think about this. So I'm writing it down, and then I get an email. I write it down in the app, and then I get an email sent to me about it. So it's like there's proof of it all over the place. And it's like, it's up to me to just keep checking on it and seeing, okay, this is what I want. This is you know what I mean? So, but what I'm realizing is like, it's kind of beyond like, okay, this is the house I want. It's more so like, what's the furniture like? What's the layout like? What's the cabinetry like? What's the color of the fucking tile, the counter, the floor, the carpet, the fucking, what do you even want carpet? You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's so specific, like the universe just works its way to cut out the fucking picture, so to say. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Sorry, my computer just went screensaver, tripped me out. Excuse me. Damn, the coffee's good right now. So I see that, like, this is kind of part of manifestation. And I know that the manifestation, like, but like really, like, I've manifested things so quickly and so rapidly that it scared the fucking shit out of me, because my achievements started going beyond my identity. And this has happened to me multiple times in life, where I've started achieving things way faster than I could even handle and like acknowledge myself as capable of. So like, I don't know, like with business, I started making money. Dude, I was making like 10 times the money I'd ever made before in like there was a time when I first started business, excuse me, where I went from making like $8 an hour at working at Staples to, and that was making me like it would make me like $200 to $350 a week working at Staples, like fucking at least like 4 days a week. And like I was going there just to basically fucking pay for gas and my bills, and I had money to do nothing. So all of a sudden went from that to making like $4,000 a week, and I was like, what?
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
And I was tripping, like to first pull in $4,000 a week. I remember I was like, what the fuck? I don't even think I've ever held this much money. And like, you know what I'm saying? That was how it first started off. And I was just like, holy shit. Or like, no, that wasn't how it started off. Sorry. Let me correct myself. It took a while for that to happen. But when it did happen, I was shook. I was just like, I don't need to work again in my life. No, but like, it's a trip, dude. Like, no, but really, so like, I started making money like that. I started getting the girls that I wanted all exactly. Like, it was crazy, dude. Like, I was getting the fucking, or not like I was having all these girls, but like the girlfriends and like just people who were like my dream girls. They were just like showing up in my life. Like, it was a trip. And then I was making the money I wanted. I was driving in the cars I wanted. I was smoking the weed I wanted. I was going where I wanted. I was fucking like doing whatever the fuck I wanted. And everything, and I just like tuned and turned on my brain into this fucking vision of like, dude, okay, this is what I want. And I started picturing all the details. I just replicated when I got my quad. And then I would replicate the next achievement that I got. And then I would replicate that with the next achievement that I got. And then I just kept replicating, and I'm like, holy fuck, shit just keeps going so fast. And then like jokes I would have with my friends, oh, such and such is going to date such and such. Watch, they're going to swap girlfriends. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. And literally our jokes started coming real. And then all the things that I wanted started coming real. And then all the things that I feared started coming real. My greatest fear in life was breaking my neck. My other greatest fear in life was like getting cheated on. Another one was having kids with somebody and not being with that person, like breaking up with that person. All of those came real for me. And I'm just like, holy fuck, this is terrifying. And then being in a relationship that wasn't healthy for me over the last 5 years or so, that just helped further, like, I don't know. There would be times where we would fucking like accomplish amazing things, and then I'll go back into hermit mode. And it kind of became this like huge push and pull where it was like I would accomplish so much so fast that it would surpass my identity that I have about myself. And I would fucking retreat and step back. And I think that's kind of where I'm at, is in like this retreat sort of place at the moment. But I'm kind of like, that's where I have been, I should say. And I'm kind of stepping back into like, okay, let's fucking get this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it pushing. All that. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Boy, howdy. It's your friend, your favorite farmer. Finger licking, finger chucking, finger ducking, finger fucking, finger flipping, finger chicken, dicking, ducking, finger fucking Fred. And I'm here to remind you to imagine and visualize and create and separate and individualize your goals from your standards. What is it that is standard in your life that you just tolerate? Is that helping you get to your goal? If not, elevate your standard, player. Our goals and our standards are here to help us, not hurt us. And I always feel like structure in my life keeps me prisoner. But I got it all backwards. Structure helps me create freedom, not prison. So take a word from me. Finger licking, finger fucking, finger chucking, dicking, ducking, farmer licking, finger fucking, finger dicking, finger chucking, finger flipping, Fred. Out.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Welcome, Bicycle, everybody. Oh, dude. Farmer Fred didn't remind us to not be a little bitch. Something must be wrong with him, dude. He sounded kind of sad. Yo, no, but really though, our goals and our standards, that's just got me thinking a lot. What is up with my camera? It literally keeps switching from light to dark, Bruh, just stay light. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Finger licking. Yo, so yesterday? Was that yesterday? Yeah, that felt like a long time ago already. So, yo, you guys ever just doing your fucking job and then you get fucking harassed by somebody? Like, they think they're helping, but they're saying some dumb shit. Like, I had this lady, I was teaching this baby, and this lady comes up, and okay, let me set the scene. So, for those of you, if you're new to the show, I teach babies how to swim and save their lives in the water. Meaning, I can teach them to roll over and float, maintain breath control, hang there, and float for pretty much like an indefinite amount of time. So, I'm teaching this baby, and the baby is as young as 6 months old. Like, I've been doing this for like 13 years now. And I'm fucking teaching this baby. The baby's got like a wheezy kind of cough, like kind of like a wheezy cough. Like, he's got a little cold or congestion. I should say congestion. Like, he's boogery, and he's got like he's kind of breathing like that, right? So the kid rolls over, and then he kind of gets a little water in his mouth, and he's going, ah! And as he's doing that, he's got a little water in his mouth, so it's gargling. And then he spits it out, so it sounds like, it doesn't sound good. But he spits it out, which you're supposed to do. And then and then he's like, and then you hear like the wheeziness in his breath again. And then this fucking old lady, she's like, he's aspirating. I'm like, yes, he is. That's a great thing. And she's just like, no, he's aspirating. And I was like, yeah, he is. Like, he's breathing. And then she was like, he's aspirating water. And I was like, oh, no. Like, he spit it out. And she's like, no, I'm a nurse. And I was like, cool. And then she was like, he's aspirating water. And I'm like holding him. Like, I had already picked the kid up, and like I'm like patting his back, and he's like smiling and giving me high fives and splashing in the water. And she's like, I'm a nurse. He's aspirating water. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, thank you. And I'm just like standing there like, what am I going to, I'm not going to argue with you. What does Ply say? I'm not gonna argue with you. But no, dude, yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna argue with you. Like, quit it with the riff-raff bitching with your bitch ass. I'm not gonna argue with you, lady. Like, come on, Chuck. Like, not here for that. Like, bruh, like, do you not see the magic that these babies are doing? And then this lady, I could tell she was getting pissed, dude, because more people were bringing their babies to me, and she's just like, like, what would be the word? Seething? Is that a word? I think that's what she was doing. Seething, just. Dude, she was pissed. Like, she kind of couldn't believe that. And it was funny because, like, I was teaching a little boy, and then the next baby is like a little girl who's even smaller. And this just fucking like made the lady so aggro. She's like huffing and puffing, doing her like physical therapy workouts and like talking shit about me the whole time I'm teaching this lesson to her physical therapist. I'm just like, and I literally see her, she's pointing at me and talking and facing and and it's like he's putting the babies in the water and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what the fuck I do. Like, dude, lady, like, okay, nurse, do you know? Tell me the drowning statistics of babies, nurse. Tell me how many babies are saved. Tell me how many babies a year's lives are saved based off of what I teach them. Come on, lady, like, let's talk about that. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I appreciate your intention. But dude, like, you're gonna have to chill out. And to be sitting there talking shit and you see these babies doing amazing shit, you get like, how do you possibly have something bad to say? And like the parents are sitting there smiling and cheering, and like you are the only angry person in the entire pool. Like, I hope you're not an active nurse. Like, fuck, dude. You know what I mean? Like, having simple observational skills does a lot. But I will be honest, even though I've been doing this for a long time, I have had people freak out on me. I've had old people call the cops on me. Like, I've had people be like, you're torturing babies and you're drowning babies and all this shit. And I'm like, I've had some crazy shit said to me over the years. This is the first time in a long time where I actually had somebody say something to me, because the pool that I teach at, it's like, it's very family friendly. There's tons of swim lessons. Kids are crying all over the place. And it's like, people don't even bat an eye when a kid's crying or like gargling water or anything that happens in swim lessons, right? Nobody's tripping. So I got used to people not fucking with me, you know what I mean? Just because the environment there, it's like, it's so chill. And this lady's fucking going ham, and I'm like, oh, geez, like, all right, like, whatever. But it shook me for a second where I was getting kind of nervous, where I'm like, what am I going to do? It's like, it's kind of weird when like you get confronted with a hostile situation and you have to play fun with a baby. You know what I mean? And then you're like, fuck, like I'm trying to, like, teaching a baby in the water is so delicate. Like with everything I'm doing, it's very, very graceful and smooth. Like, there's no like kaplunk or like jaggedness to like my teaching or anything. Like, it's all really fluid. Like, your kid doesn't like if you look at a lot of the videos on the internet of kids like getting tossed into the water, it's like, it's very jagged. It's very like, it lacks grace. And it makes me cringe watching it. I'm like, oh, you guys are making us look so, like, the whole community, the whole like swim community, like, this look kind of bad, you know? Like, yeah, it's cool, it's impressive what some of these kids can do, but fuck, man, like, that doesn't look good, you know? Like, there's a lot of rigidity to it, and it's like, nah, we need fluidity to this. So like, when I'm teaching, there's a lot of fluidity to it. But why am I even saying all that? Oh, so it's hard to maintain that as somebody's fucking on your case, like on the side, you know what I mean? Like fuck, man. Like, yeah. So this lady's just giving me a hard time, and for a minute, I'm kind of like nervous for a minute. I don't know if I'm shaky or not, but I was just kind of like shook for a second, like. Not shook, that's kind of the wrong word, but I was like, it had me on edge, you know, like all my, like, I was ready to fucking argue or fucking have to talk shit or like put this, whatever, you know, say my piece. And at the same time, like, how I gotta still day like fluid and like fun with this baby, and like I can't start projecting like anger or frustration and shit, you know what I mean? Like this kid deserves his lesson. So I just had to like let it go. I had to take a few breaths, get back in the groove with the kid. I was like, all right, let's fucking go, dude. And then like kid started, he was killing it, man. He did great. So that was cool. But I was like, dude, this kind of has to go back to like what my standards and my goals are. Like my standard is that kids will learn. Like if you come and you see me, you bring your kids to me, your kids will learn. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up and down, your kids will learn. And that's because that's my standard towards my goal. My goal is to make this world a safer place by teaching kids how to save their lives in the water. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate goal, is to make this world a safer place. Change that statistic for the world. Drowning is the number one cause of accidental death for children in the world. Number one. More than car accidents, more than anything else you can think of for accidental deaths. So, with that being said, there's something that we could do about this. So this is why I do this. And I realize I need to like really get in alignment with that goal again, because I've been fucking slacking off everywhere and I need to really step my shit up. So I'm like, dude, it was a trip getting harassed by that lady. It kind of brought me back a whole bunch of years again. Because I remember the first times ever getting harassed, I had like my partners there to kind of like lean into for like shit talking or whatever. And like this time I'm like, damn, it's just me. And I feel like 60% of the time I can like come back with a quick clap back or a quick, you know what I'm saying? Like a quick something to say. The other 40% of the time I'm just like, I'll just stand there and stare at you. Like, because I don't know what the fuck to say. But like, you know, so like 60% of the time I got a good comeback or something that I can fire off. But dude, this lady, I was just like, fuck, I'm not trying to hurt her feelings or whatever. I'm just trying to do my job. Like, I'm just gonna lead by example. So I'm in alignment with my goal, which caused me to get back to center with that whole situation. And it's like, I'm here to do my job. This has nothing to do with this lady. This has everything to do with this baby and the client and what they paid for and why they spend their time and money to come see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the point. That's the reason. That's the purpose. That's why the fuck we're here and we're doing this. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck, dude, it was crazy. That shit had me pissed for a minute, dude. I had to like, I don't know, dude. She's just so like quick to fucking just what do you even say? Like, just so quick to make an assumption on something, and because of her past education, she assumed that she knew exactly what the fuck was going on right then and there. Whoa, sorry, my alarm's going off. Like, she assumed because of her past education, but it didn't. That was incorrect. I'm like, okay, well, how much experience do you have teaching babies in the water? How many of these different sounds do you understand in the water? Like, I understand if we took this kid and with the sound of him gargling water as he's rolling over from under the water, if we took that same baby and he was breathing like that for like fucking 20 minutes and brought him to you, then yes, we got a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Or if he's been breathing like that since he fucking got out of the water, then we got a problem. But that's not the case. Like, a kid gargling water is gargling water. It's not his fucking lungs completely filled with water being like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, dude, like, you got it twisted. Like, this kid has a cold and he's gargling water in his mouth. Those are literally just two separate noises. And you think that it means this kid is fucking breathing water into his lungs. Like, chill, lady. Like, I appreciate it, but chill. Like, what the fuck, dude? And then, what else? Dude, so, I don't know if you guys have ever, let me say this. Did you guys know that there's more than one Dave and Buster's in San Diego? I did not know that. That is crazy. But I went with somebody fucking special and it was sick as fuck. That place is fucking pretty sick, dude. Yeah, I went to like the not popular one. You're gonna have to figure that out. It's not very hard, but I don't want to give it away directly. I'm not responsible for giving it away. But yeah, dude, I was pretty fucking blown away. I didn't even know it existed. Ended up there, and it was like, it felt huge. Like, it just felt like it kept going on forever and ever and ever. Like, the way it's laid out, you kind of just like, it just keeps going. It feels like it's a trip, dude. I don't know. The whole time I was in there, I just felt like, have I seen this before? Wait, this is new. Wait, this is new. And I felt like I'd already gone around the whole entire place. You know what I mean? Like, it was a trip, dude. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty fucking sick. I think that was cool. But yeah. Oh man, I gotta fucking I gotta go teach a lesson right now. I gotta go teach an adult. Dude, I taught this adult 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. 2 lessons. And she started jumping in to the deep end and floating all by her damn self. Whoa, sorry.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Wrong button there, guys. My bad. That blasted my ears and scared the shit out of me. No, so yeah, like yeah, like yeah, no, kidding. Yeah, no, so dude, this woman is over 60. She's in her mid to late 60s. Super huge for her, going in the water and all of that. Fucking jumped into the deep end after lesson number 2. So holla at your motherfucking boy, because I can help transform your old folks for you. If they're afraid of the water, send them to me. I got them. I will, dude, I can work magic with them. I'm telling you guys, I got a fucking gift for this shit. So also, like the babies, with these adults, I got a major gift for it. So, Gia. So tell your uncles, tell your grandpas, tell your parents, I know a guy who can help you overcome your fears in the water. He can work fucking magic. He knows baby magic and he knows old folk magic. So I know that's politically incorrect, but thought it might make him laugh. So, excuse me. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a beautiful motherfucking day. I gotta go get to work and twerk and whistle while you twerk. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Be sure to tell a friend, to tell your best friends, cousins, uncles, best friends, partners, gay, plumbers, alliance, team member about the Damn Dude podcast. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Be sure to subscribe. And what's the other like YouTube stuff you're supposed to say, or podcast stuff you're supposed to say? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Smash that like button. Diddly diddly, huddly huddly. But no, really though, a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts does some good shit for us. So yeah, if you guys could do that, it would be greatly appreciated. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Peace.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.